Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your Love Tarot forecast. This is for April 1st through April 15th, 2019. I'm going to start off by pulling a couple of cards to look at your energy and anybody you may be involved with or who's interested in you, or maybe you are about to meet or even reconcile with. So let's see what comes out. Alright, so over here on this side we had a jumper, and it is I teach you. So this is Capricorn energy. Could be a Capricorn you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be, because this is more about what comes through the Capricorn energy, and that's lessons. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So on one side of the reading, I'm getting an element of somebody being very mature, and it's like they are teaching the other person a lesson, or they are inspiring the other person. They're showing them how to be strong, how to be brave, how to reach for a goal. You know, there's just some element of learning here. So let's see, on the other side, we have the 12th house, inner knowing. Now, the 12th house is ruled by Pisces, and this is like the ending, the undoing, the completion. Inner knowing. This is actually kind of a powerful lineup, Aquarius. This card with this card here, two very strong energies coming together. And I have to say this, there's a mutual lesson going on here. This isn't just one way. The mature energy I feel over here is also coming through on this side. However, this particular person is much more practical, maybe more grounded, follows the logic of their minds more than this person. This person is, somebody who follows their intuition, follows their heart, and sometimes that gets them in trouble. But with inner knowing, it's whatever's going on right now over these next 2 weeks, it's based upon something they're feeling within, being prompted by something. This is what I need to do. This is what's going on. So there's definitely an element of learning between the two here. So let's pull some dice and get more information. All right, so we have the Empress over here. Very, again, powerful, strong, mature, creative energy. But we have the Devil. And you know what? I'm not surprised. The Devil is Capricorn in the tarot. So very strong Capricorn energy coming through, Aquarius. And now this could be you're dealing with a Capricorn person, or it's like the energy of Capricorn is coming through very strong. I am dedicated. I am diligent. I will do this. I am rigid. I will walk this line until it is finished. It's like this energy isn't somebody who is like, okay, let's start this, and like halfway through is like, okay, never mind, I'm tired or I'm bored of this. Oh no, this energy is like all the way to the end. I see it through to the very end, no matter what. Now, last dice for this side is the Hierophant. So 3 major arcana. This is Taurus energy. You basically have the Devil and the Angel here, okay? Because I kind of see the Hierophant as an angel energy. So the Devil and the Angel here. But they sit atop this Empress. So this person, they can be kind of difficult to deal with at times, because in certain ways they're very straightforward, very black and white. It's like this or it's no way. And that can be, hard to deal with at times. However, they're that way because they're very responsible. This energy is very accomplished. So what I think the lesson going on here is, one person is like the stable, strong, grounded, practical energy, and over here is the dreamer, the lover, the nurturer, the healer, the let me show you the magic of the universe. And this is kind of like opposites attract, but they're both very strong, heavy energies in their genre, okay? Practical, logical, dreamy, and magical. But we are attracted, we are coming together, and we are teaching each other our energies. Oh, wow, this is very beautiful, Aquarius. So let's pull some dice for this side. And since three major arcana show up over here, this is a big deal. This isn't just some fluffiness. So if you're single, this could definitely be the energy coming into your world, or this could be who you are and you're about to meet your opposite, but you guys actually have this beautiful potential, okay? Or if this is a newer relationship, we are very different from each other, but we have so much that we can learn from each other. So let's see. All right, so over here we have the Seven of Wands. We have the High Priestess. I'm not surprised to see that with the 12th house. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So yes, pretty much the same thing coming through these dice that I've already addressed about this card. This person can be a bit wishy-washy at times, like maybe a bit too dreamy. However, it's like they always manage to pull it off, to make it work, and it's surprising to this energy. Like, how do you do that? Like, how does that happen for you? I don't understand. You're just lucky. This just worked out this time. Over here is like, you need to loosen up. You need to believe in the magic of life. You need to, just let your hair down. Let's bond. Let's flow. Let's experience each other. There could be a power struggle going on, okay, between these two energies, but again, the potential is amazing. It's just wow. So let's start looking at the energy between the two of you over these next 2 weeks and see what's going on, because honestly, what's come out so far is only building the character of each person, not really giving me a whole lot of info of what's to come or what's unfolding, other than this energy that's so opposite. Okay, it's opposite of each other, the way it experiences and, goes about life and all of those things. However, if you look at like a spectrum, it's the same level of energy, just opposite. It's not like we're opposite and also very distorted, okay? No, it's an alignment, but we're opposite on the same band. It's very interesting, Aquarius. Okay, so, ooh, nice. So you guys are connected at the third eye, okay? That's where your predominant soul bond, connection, however you want to look at it, that's where it's at. So this, again, is something very significant. Let's see how we're experiencing this connection. Because even though it's coming through the third eye, doesn't mean that's how we are experiencing it. All right, so I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's a 3, all right? So to me, well, not to me, a 3 is the third chakra, the solar plexus chakra, and that to me goes to that power struggle that I'm picking up on, where it's like, no, do it my way. No, do it my way. Actually, I feel like over here is like, no, do it my way. And over here is like, no, just let me do it my way and just see, this works for me. It might not work for you, but this works for me. So just let me do it this way. There's this interesting friction that takes place. However, that friction exists for a reason, okay? Frictions makes things hot, makes it passionate, right? Everybody always thinks they want this perfect relationship where we just always get along and we just flow. And, for me, I don't want anything like that, because if it's just a flow, that's nice for a while, but you're not learning, you're not growing, and there's no friction, there's no passion, and you need that passion. That's the fuel to keep you going and get you through the hard times, and challenges grow you. And this right here, this is not toxic energy with each other. The challenge that exists is truly for growth of each side. It's a very beautiful connection, okay? But because we're both so strong in our energies, in ourselves, in our way of doing and thinking and being, we just sometimes don't see eye to eye. And that's why we, over these next 2 weeks, are experiencing this connection more through the solar plexus, rather than the third eye, which is where we are truly connected and bonded, okay? So let's pull a card here to look at a very positive and awakened element between you and this person, or, you know, somebody new coming in potentially. All right, so look at this. Stable, honest, committed. Yeah, this connection, whether we are dating, we are in a serious commitment, we just met, or we're about to just meet, this is the real deal, okay? This isn't like fake, superficial. That is not what's coming through in this reading. This is a very beautiful connection. It's just this, our personalities are so strong. They're both very masculine energies. And that's not to say, you know, that they're both men, because we have feminine and masculine in us regardless of gender. And I just, like I said, this energy is just as strong as this energy, very independent, very stable within self, and it comes through again in this card. So let's pull a card to look at any potential struggle or challenge, other than the power struggle we've already seen, that may exist over these next 2 weeks. All right, selfish, greedy, survival mode. This, to me, again, this is more about the power struggle. There could be some doubts, some questioning of motive for some reason between these two. If anything, I would feel this side is questioning this side because, again, this energy is very practical, very logical, bases things upon experience. Over here, it's like, well, I'm going to do what I'm going to do based on what I'm feeling inside, and not just like emotions, but that intuition, that inner knowing, like that's how I operate, that's how I exist. And so there's just like this confusion. And you know, more than that, I see this more as irresponsibility. Like one person here feels the other is not as responsible as they could be or should be. And that might be the cause of any conflict between the two is, you know, and again, I would feel it's more on this side where I don't feel you are as responsible as you should be. You scatter your energy too much. Yes, I get it that, you know, you're all connected into the universe and that works for you, but I would like you to be a bit more practical about your decisions, about your spending, about, you know, your habits, how you handle yourself, how you do things. Just because it makes me nervous. It doesn't flow well with me. And over here is like, look, this has always worked for me, whether you like it or not. And I'm just going to stick this way. And what I feel should happen is this side should listen and get a bit more practical, especially about money, okay? And also be more willing to commit and really, I don't want to say commit again. It's like really invest oneself into something from start to finish, like this energy. And over here, we need to learn to be, you know, have a bit more fun with things and not take things so seriously. And, you know, it's good to be wise with money and how you handle things, but sometimes you've got to just be free because that's where the magic happens, okay? So let's pull some tarot cards and gain more insight. And you know, I just have to say, because we have the Hierophant here, and this particular card, and it's just like this just keeps coming, there may be something about like somebody who's engaged or like planning on getting married. There's some conflict about money or motivation going on, where there's some sort of questioning about that. And I personally, based on what I'm seeing in these cards, I don't feel like anybody's being shady or trying to be like superficial, materialistic, anything like that. It's just a perception because we exist so differently from each other. All right, so, oh, beautiful. Look at that. First card out, Ace of Emotions, new love energies. So those singles out there, definitely something new could be on the horizon over these next 2 weeks, or somebody that you have, you know, more recently met. It's like sparks could just start flying with this being the first card out. Those of you in committed relationships or dating somebody, this is, again, like sparks flying, just a reignition of connection, loving each other in a whole new level. All right, next out, look at that. Life lessons, discipline, growth, maturing. So as stated, as we just began the reading, that I felt like there was some lessons going on, and here is the confirmation of that. We're learning from each other, but there's some resistance on both sides, because both sides thinks their way is the right way. Beautiful. 10 of Emotions, happiness, togetherness, tribe. So you essentially have the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups in your reading, Aquarius. This is beautiful love energy. This is very connected. There's some power struggle going on. Yeah, look at this. 8 of Flames, mutual attraction, fiery connection, passionate communication. So with this coming out, I just keep getting this sense of fighting isn't such a bad thing, as long as it's not where we're like, you know, destroying each other verbally, where it's just, what I'm talking about is where we just don't agree on something and we're trying so hard to make the other understand and it's just not happening. With this coming out, honestly, Aquarius, what I feel is that is like, it just creates a lot of passion between the two of you. Like, makeup sex keeps coming to my mind over and over, which is very odd. I'm trying to think of all the love readings. I know I can't possibly remember them all, but that is nothing that really comes to me in a reading. So the fact that I like, God, just the whole time I've been feeling that. There may be some reconciliation going on here between you and somebody, where it's just like, you know, the power struggle is in the past, but we've learned and we've grown and we've matured quite a bit. We're going from this Ace to a 10 like that, and it's just game on. It's fire, it's passion, it's I want you, let's do this. And the previous friction or the previous disconnection has really built the momentum of that energy up. Woo! All right, so we have the divine feminine of thoughts. So this could be a fellow air sign that you are dealing with, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. This is somebody who is honest, intelligent, and talented. We have stable, honest, and committed right there. So this energy, and this could be you, Aquarius, that you're this energy, all right? This is somebody that you can trust. This is somebody that you can believe in, okay? They're not going to lie to you. They're not going to take advantage. They're going to be real. And sometimes real is hard because, you know, bluntness can be painful. Wow. I guess, yeah, there is definitely some returns taking place for some Aquariuses out there over these next 2 weeks. Longing, nostalgia, return. And this sits right under the life lessons, the discipline, the growth, the maturing. So those of you that, you know, have previously separated based on this, you know, imbalance of energy, unable to see eye to eye, even though there was a lot of potential between the two of you. It's like both of you, or the one who needed it the most, there's been a lot of growth, and there's some sort of like reconnection taking place here, all right? Those of you in existing relationships, I definitely feel whatever this struggle is, you're going to move past it over these next 2 weeks. You will come to a compromise. And again, we're making up. We're just letting it go. There's so much love and passion. My goodness, 6 of Roses, giving, receiving, sharing. It just kind of keeps going. And lastly, 8 of Thoughts, blinded, projections, restriction. Okay, so what I feel with this, because of this, it's sitting under this Eight of Flames, there was this blockage, this barrier we've already talked about, and some of you, this may have caused complete separation. And now over these next 2 weeks, it's like we're working it out. Now, I do have to say this. There may be some of you who are dealing with somebody who is feeling all of these things, but they may be very afraid to reach out to you, or they don't know how to reconnect, or they feel that there is some blockage or barrier, or you feel like you can't get to them, all right? But all this energy is building, and to me, this is a mutual desire for each other. So if we're separated from each other and there's a barrier there, believe you me, you both are wanting each other, okay? The universe separates and the universe brings back. And for some of you, I do see that happening, okay? But for others of you, there may be a bit longer of a delay, just depending on where we're at with this life lesson, okay? Those of you committed, you guys, again, you're learning something from each other, but I see you guys overcoming that. And it's like our connection is worth more than this standoff. It's worth more than the opinion or me getting my way. It's like, let's just meet in the middle. Let's compromise. I want to be with you. I want to feel togetherness. I want to feel connected. I love you. Like, Aquarius, this is a very deep, beautiful reading. Those of you who are separated from somebody, definitely a mutual desire to be back in each other's life for whatever that means. But again, it's like somebody has to grow and mature a little bit, or both sides have to see things a bit differently and allow each other to be who they are, just as they are, and realize that there is a meeting in the middle, because there's so much potential in this reading. Again, our connection is at the third eye. Very soul-based. So let's pull a couple outcome cards for you guys, Aquarius. Very beautiful reading. Very beautiful reading. Okay, oh yes, look at this Cancer Moon energy heart. We are feeling each other. You guys who meet anybody new, it's just like boom, quick connection. Anybody returning where you guys actually reconnect, you are in love. Like, I honestly, man, this is like love, 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 love. And I don't like to be fluffy like that, but I wish this was my reading. Okay, oh yeah, look at that. First quarter moon energy, progress. You guys are going to get past whatever this is, those couples out there. And I love that that just came through as I was saying that. Yes, those couples out there, you're going to get through whatever this is, because there is just so much love here. There is so much connection. There's just some restriction that interferes, and it's all about learning and growing, which we're both working on. And I feel that those who are disconnected, we do want to reconnect. Those who are in couples, if we're fighting, we're not seeing eye to eye, there's some sort of disagreement or big decision to make, it's like any sort of separation or distance between the two, you bridge it. It's like, I don't want that. The love, it's just too strong. We're connected at the third eye. We feel each other in a very high level, in a way that, you don't even recognize. Like, you hear each other's thoughts probably and pick up on each other's emotions, but don't recognize it as such. So Aquarius, this is quite beautiful. There's a lot of potential here. We go from an ace to a 10. All right. I do see reconciliations, but for some, if this barrier still exists, it's because somebody still needs to learn. So if you're in this situation and there's no reconciliation, then understand somebody has more to learn before this beautiful togetherness. But this is real, okay? The heart is all the way up in this. reading all across the board, and I don't see either party involved wishing for any sort of friction or fighting or distance or disconnection. If anything, it's like, how do I make this better? How do I bridge the gap? How do I apologize? How do I change? What is it that I need to do to get back to the one I love? And again, those singles out there, if somebody new comes into your world, it's a mutual attraction, and it's just like quick, instant connection, at least based on this reading. So those are your messages, Aquarius. I am wishing you all the best. Take care.